whipping, I'm whipping. All them boys know, go get it, go hard for the U, we go harder than you. Getting it popping, 2-1 gun salute. Shout out them boys, footballer hoop. Know we the truth, Miami to you. Orange and green, I'm a rep for the team, but you know what I bleed. FCMG.
Got my game face, my Caneshades like I'm Bo Nose and D Nasty. It's game time and I'm Duke Johnson. I run the ball, you don't do nothing. Sound like a drum line when I touch down. Alumni all in the crowd, we two up, juiced up. Now everybody throwing them U's up.
Yeah, you up. Yeah, look at what we do.
What is going on, Cane fans? 63-0 blowout. Damien, what's up?
Oh man, another Caneshades Monday night. We are up to 2,000.
Hold on,
2,000 followers.
No. We picked up 118 subscribers on YouTube in the last week. Thanks for that.
That makes 2,100.
2,100, and
yeah,
we're doing good right now. And we got Vic from Homestead. Vic, what's going on?
How's it going, guys?
And then we got Tommy. Tommy, what's up?
I'm Darius Wright.
Nothing much. I'm just glad to be back after a win.
Wow.
Even though it's Bethune, COOKMAN, we took care of business like we were supposed to.
Yes, we did. But let's get started. Where should we get started first? I want to get started. I want to get started on a good note here. All right, Victor? Let's do this on a good note. How about Murphy? Was that not a great touchdown or what? Was that not great?
It's, the one thing that I think this team kind of needed was like that spark, to like really end up like jump starting it, and I kind of think that's like our jump start right there, in a lot of ways.
Oh, I thought it was great. Tommy, what'd you think about that? Murphy touchdown. Tommy? I don't know where Tommy is. Tommy! Oh, I don't know, Vic. Hey, Vic, you want to know another thing that's good, Vic? Are you there?
Go ahead.
Is Robert Knowles getting the turnover chain. I mean, he took, the fans have bashed him his whole career. Seeing him get the turnover chain, I thought was another thing that was great.
Major difference from last year to this year, that's for sure. I know that last year he really was taking his lumps because he really wasn't doing his job well, but I know that he's been one of the guys that's been the talk of the spring and summer practice, so it's a good thing to see. It's a really good thing to see. I mean, and right now, and I'll be honest with you, we kind of need – we need the depth. I mean, again, you guys probably saw Bubba will be available for the Virginia Tech game.
Yes,
so that'll help right there. So,
Tommy, are you there now?
What's happening there?
Yeah.
Hey, so Tommy, get back to you. What do you think about Murphy's touchdown?
I loved it, and I put it out there, put a tweet out there, and everything. I loved the front flip. I'll take the 15 yards. That was so awesome to see.
And Robert Knowles, wasn't it good seeing him get to wear the turnover chain after all the bad how he's improved a lot. I mean, he's deserved this, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this: who ever thought you'd ever see him wear that turnover chain?
Nobody. But man,
I never thought he'd ever wear it.
But wow, that was a good moment for him. And man, let's start off now. Let's since we went to those two, things, the good things. Let's get to a bad point here. Bubba backs up, misses another field goal. Vic, Vic. I mean, I know he kicked 7 extra points, but they also let Camden Price kick 2 extra points. What are you getting from this, Vic? Do you still ride with them? Because that wasn't a tough field goal he missed.
I said it last week very well. If this is something that starts to tend to turn into a long-term trend, you gotta go with the guy that's going to win the game for you, or put you in a position to win the game for you. And I'm not saying quit on the kid completely, but at the same time, he has to shake it off. He's got to shake it off. He's got to keep going.
Victor, this is what Pedro said last week. What if we don't have a kicker to replace him?
We do.
I know we got a kicker. But what if he's not qualified enough? What if it's worse?
Camden Price kicked 2 extra points that game. How can it be worse? want you to go Google Camden Price for me in high school and see how good he was in high school. He had a better field goal percentage in high school than Bubba Baxa. How can it get worse? How can it get worse? Can it be worse? What's he gonna do? Miss? Wow, we're seeing that right now.
Well, it could be the same results, or
it could be better.
It could be better. It could be worse. We don't know until we try it.
Can't be worse. Can't be worse.
I mean, you can't be worse. I mean, this dude is so. How do I say? Everything is so mental with Bubba right now.
I mean, he's killing us. I mean, let's.
That's what you think. It's a mental funk.
He's
a mental funk. Bubba's going.
I just think. Remember something. We got. When's our ACC schedule start? I mean, obviously we already had North Carolina. After Central Michigan, who comes to town?
Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech.
Hey.
Virginia Tech is when? Virginia Tech's what? October what? Right?
It's the game after Central Michigan.
But we got a bye week.
And
but we got a bye
week. Central Michigan. Or
we got a bye week.
Central Michigan bye week, and then Virginia Tech, then Virginia,
and then Virginia on a Friday night.
Hey,
right.
Hey, Damien.
And Virginia's on a Friday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Friday night.
Oh shit!
Hey,
and that game's here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it's at the Rock.
On a Friday night.
And we're wearing the new all white jerseys that look like soccer jerseys.
Don't get me started. But let's get back to the game. But hey, Damien, back to the Baxa point. You know, you're saying, can the guy be worse? If our quarterback was throwing a bunch of interceptions we'd be calling for Perry. If DJ Dallas was fumbling all day, we'd be calling for Cam Harris.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing. You got the next guy.
Yeah, but Pedro said something, right? You know, Pedro said something last week. You know, you don't have like kicker specialists or something in like the Hurricanes don't have anything concentrated on that. Meaning that the depth is really not like prepared for that. I mean, you got a kicker, but it could be not. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know.
I think so. I looked the guy up. I looked at his high school stats. I mean, he was a 2 or 3 star kicker. This other guy. Yeah. And matter of fact, he came in the same class as Bubba, and I was reading an article about it. He said Bubba could kick farther than him on the kickoffs, but he said he had better accuracy in field goals. That was his quote. I'll take accuracy.
What do you know? Vic, what do you know about that? Does Miami have a special team specialist on staff?
Remember something. He's correct. You know, look. Remember something as well, too. By NCAA standards as well, too, we're only limited to a certain amount of coaches. Mm-hmm. You know, that's something to take into consideration as well. Mm-hmm. You know, so, again, you know, I know that there's not that many programs out there that would end up having a quote-unquote kicking coach, basically, someone that specializes for that particular position.
All right. Hey, I got a comment here. 247 Kane says, he filmed Bubba pregame. Bubba made a 60-yard field goal pregame. Yeah, but he can't do it in the game. It's easy to do it when there's no one there. Hey, your fan, Tommy. Hey, it's easy to do it when there's no one. When the lights aren't on.
Yeah, Tommy, there's static coming from the phone.
Tommy, your fan, Tommy.
Oh, Jesus.
But let's see what else.
One thing about kickers, they have, in my opinion, they probably have the most delicate psyches out there. You know, you just screw with their head like one time and forget it. You know, it's one of those things. Now, again, one thing I was thinking about was this, and you guys tossing your opinion. I'm trying to end up explaining it. I'm not justifying it, by the way. Okay?
Go ahead.
Is it, sometimes remember how they run the ball to a certain part of the field so that way they can put it in the best type of position to end up making that field goal? Could that be part of the answer? Okay? You know, is it the guy that's holding the ball? Okay? And I'm not trying to offer excuses. I'm just, trying to explain it.
I want to see Camden Price. I want to see Camden Price kick some. We had last week and we had this week. We saw him miss another one. Can we at least see what the other guy can do with the lights on? Can we at least see it? What's the worst case? He's gonna freaking miss it, man.
I'll say this, okay? And you already saw Manny do this already with the offensive line. Okay, you saw how Campbell was the first week. And, I mean, again, nothing against him personally. He's a kid. Okay, first start, true freshman. Okay, didn't get the job done. Guess what? Made changes. They ended up putting Clark and DJ over there. And guess what? Paying off some dividends now. Okay, so do I think Manny's scared? Manny won't be scared to make the move. Forget it. That goes without saying. Okay, but at the same time, again, one thing for sure is this: Manny's not going to end up broadcasting it.
All right.
To the rest of the world as far as what he's going to do.
I got you. Hey, but 247 Canes wants to call in. 247 Canes, I'm going to unlock the phone line just for you right now. Call in before we get on to some other subjects here.
Conference unlocked.
There you go. 247 Canes, call in. While he calls in, I want to talk about the running backs. How about DJ Dallas? Is this guy not a stud? 12 carries, 108 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's having 12 carries a game, and this guy has over, 300 and something yards on 12 carries a game? It's crazy. 247, what's going on?
What's up, Bo? What's up? Caneshades?
Not much,
How's
man.
it going, guys?
Conference locked.
So, hey, what'd you think about the game? What'd you think about the Murphy touchdown here? Was that not great or what?
Oh, I loved it. I was there live to see it all. And that touchdown made me real happy. I was as happy as for the kid as I could have been. That was very satisfying,
So give us the Bubba Baxa rundown, what you saw in person.
All right, so I was there in person at the game, and pre-game he was kicking it from the 50-yard line, making it. His problem is confidence. His problem is he can't make those chip shots from the hash marks, and he just doesn't have it as a kicker. It's mentally what he has. But you're right. I totally agree. Everybody talks about Jaron. Everybody talks about our defense. But nobody seems to talk about Bubba Baxa, which isn't making the kicks. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we are 0-2. I'm sorry, 1-2.
1-2.
If not, we would be 3-0.
I just don't get it. I mean, Camden Price cannot be. I mean, it's all mental. Physically, we know he can do it, but it's just not happening. If it was the NFL, he'd get cut. He'd be cut right now if it's the NFL.
Yeah, last year was Spicer killing us with the punting. This year it's Baxa killing us with the kicking. So, I mean, they have to make the necessary adjustments, or like I said on previous shows, this kid needs to just kick it until his leg falls off. Or they need to recruit another kicker, use the transfer portal. They need to do something because it's costing us games.
Big time.
Against Bethune COOKMAN, it doesn't matter. But when you go up against Virginia Tech, Pitt, since we've been a terrible team on the road versus Power 5 teams, I don't know if any of y'all know, but I'm pretty sure you know, but we've been a terrible team on the road versus Power 5 teams. Miami is atrocious.
Well, we don't play good in Pittsburgh. Trust me, I know. I'm there every year we played there. Forever.
And Pittsburgh is favored. Pittsburgh's favored to end up taking their part of the conference.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
I don't think they're good of a team. I think we a lot of teams are making Pitt look better. But if you look at Pitt's schedule, I don't see them winning more than 6 games.
They're
all and I'll say they gave. Let me tell you something. They gave Penn State all they can handle, and then some. Penn State won that game. They should have won that.
But they don't have no offense. But hey. 247 Canes. What do you think about our punter? I mean, this guy is the real deal.
He is the real deal. I like his style of punting. He's smart. There was one punt where I saw him hesitate a little, just so the gunner on special teams to allow him to get more time to get to the ball, to down it like close to the end zone, to like the 1 to 10 yard line. That's something that comes from a veteran. Yeah, that's something that comes from a veteran or somebody with, that's older. So I love him. Spicer has improved. I saw him kicking pregame, but definitely Lou Headley is definitely an improvement for us. I'm super happy with that.
One thing that killed us last year was field position.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that
hell
just
yeah.
murdered us last year.
Now it's a field goal kicker. I mean, can we get it all together? Can we get it all together?
100%.
And oh,
I wanted to ask you guys
Go
something, because I know you guys follow recruiting. You guys, some of you guys are hardcore on that stuff. I don't follow recruiting as much as I should, or as much as I have in the past. So out of Miami's recruiting class right now, what we have committed, can you guys give me somebody to get excited about on offense and on defense?
To be honest with you, I haven't even been following that much lately. I'm waiting to see how this season goes, because my thing is if we start tanking, then we're gonna lose everybody again. I think if we start winning, I'm gonna start getting back in it, but I need to see some wins.
No, don't start using that tanking word. I don't want the Miami Hurricanes to go anything like the Dolphins.
I'm just saying, if we can go 9-3, 10-2, I think we'll get them. I'm just worried if the Virginia Tech game. I want to see what happens here. Those are going to be two big games of our schedule, I feel.
I'm more worried about Louisville, to be honest with you. Louisville, Florida State, since the rivalry game.
Louisville's a trap game. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Look, we don't have that much film on that quarterback. They're a young upcoming team, and Miami struggles when we play against good quarterbacks. We have proven to struggle against them, especially if they're good and putting up numbers. Now, FSU, that's a rivalry game, regardless of how bad Willie Taggart is, how bad Florida State's 3-4 defense is. I mean, Willie Taggart doesn't even know Florida State's record, to be honest with you. He said they were 1-3 when they're really 1-2.
Yeah,
1-2.
But those are the two games that worry me the most. UVA, if you go back to the film of last year, they really didn't do much against us. It was more of Miami's mistakes, and we couldn't do nothing on offense.
Yeah, it was us. It was our offense, big time. I mean, we gave them all those turnovers. They still could only get 16 points. I mean, come on, we'll see though. But hey, 247. Hey, thanks for calling in, man. Call back again later next time.
And tune in Thursday night. I'll have someone on here talking about a little bit of recruiting.
Yeah, we got some recruiting coming Thursday night.
All right, cool. Thank you for having me, guys.
Right,
don't we still have Cheney, the running back Cheney?
Oh, I forgot about Cheney. Yeah, go watch Don Cheney. That five-star running back. Running back.
I'm in Miami now.
He's in Miami.
I'll go out to a game.
He's in Miami.
That kid is the real deal.
Yeah, go check him out.
That kid is the real deal.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, 247.
All right. Have a good one.
There he is, 247 Kane, the one and only. I'm gonna start calling him the kicking expert.
Bo, real quick, I would like to give a shout out to Club Kane with the $5 donation. Bubba never is practicing kicking in the net on the sidelines, always sitting or standing. That was the comment from Club Kane. Right. Thanks for the $5 donation.
Appreciate it, Club Kane. Moving on.
Yeah.
We're going to the running backs. DJ Dallas, another 12-carry game and another 100-yard game. What do you think about DJ Dallas, Tommy?
Well, if I remember correctly, going into the off-season.
You're there. Okay, you got it. What do you think about him? You did say
I love this. I've been a DJ fan from day one. I've been screaming for this guy. Feed this guy the ball. We need to feed him the ball even more.
He's averaging 12 carries a game. Another game, 12 carries a game. Another 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Vic, what are you thinking about our man DJ here? He's looking like the best player on the team. Vic, you there?
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, DJ Dallas. Another big-time performance for him. 12 carries, 108 yards, 3 touchdowns. What do you think about DJ?
Awesome. It's interesting. I got into a debate with someone this week with regard to who's the better back as far as DJ versus Travis Etienne from Clemson. And I'm like,
Oh, go look at the stats. He has way more carries. He has more carries than our man DJ here.
Agreed. It's interesting. I drew this comparison. Etienne ends up hitting that hole fast. I mean, the one thing great about him is that his acceleration kind of reminds me of Dalvin Cook from a couple of years ago with FSU. I mean, the one thing you gotta love about DJ is how versatile he is. You know, he can pretty much do it all.
I mean,
you know, so you got to love that. I see him honestly going pro after this year.
No, I don't see it. I see him coming back.
No.
I see him coming back.
Remember, though, I said the same thing.
Back.
But DJ would go pro after this year.
He is diehard Kane, and he is going to go out on top. I'm telling you, he's coming back.
Dude, yeah.
He's got that son that he's got that baby that he just hit him, and I think it's his wife or girlfriend just had.
And you know who his father-in-law is? You know who his father-in-law is, right? His father-in-law got money. You know who his father-in-law is?
Who is it?
Ron Dugans.
And Bo, in the comment section,
go ahead.
Bo, hold on, let me say this real quick. Bo, do we want to make another pro bet?
On what? Yeah, I will.
As far as if he goes pro or not?
I will.
Goes pro or not?
I will make a bet right now with you and Tommy.
All right, yo,
he will be back next year, and he will be a Heisman. He will be in the Heisman race next year. Book it. Heisman race. He'll be a Heisman contender if he comes back.
After this year. He goes pro after this year.
Back. Look, let me give you a little story after the North Carolina game because my son has his jersey. He's my son's favorite player. We go after the game. We go over there. North Carolina, they just lost. This guy comes up to my son, pulls his towel out that he wore in the game, gives it to my son, and says, "I'm sorry I disappointed you tonight." This guy is die-hard Kane. He's coming back.
Bo, I don't question that.
I am telling you,
Bo,
guys,
I don't question that.
He's coming back.
Just remember, in all of this, and I think all of us can say this in one way or another. Okay, if he goes pro, it's not because he doesn't care about the program. Okay, again, look at it this way: if he ends up leaving, what's the first thing is this? One, where is he projected to get picked? Which I'm pretty sure they're going to end up checking that out. Okay. Second, what does he have left to prove? And there might be obviously more stuff he has left to prove.
Heisman.
But again, if he's like one of the top backs coming out, okay, and he ends up having a kick-ass combine, let me tell you something. Got to give that consideration.
Why'd the Wisconsin running back come back? You know why? Because he wants that Heisman.
And trust me,
we got the bet.
Jonathan Taylor, I got to put him as probably one of the top 2 or 3 backs in the country right now.
He's number one.
Let me bring another running back up. I want to see if the rumors are true.
What?
Lingard. There is a rumor he was not at the game.
I don't know. I'm not worried about it.
Let me clear it, Tommy. Let me clear that up before we get into that. And in the comment section, look, there are a lot of things are going on in the comment section. Alex says Dallas needs to lose more weight. Also, Alex says Dallas just had a kid. He's going pro.
He's not going pro.
So, you don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I'm telling you. He will contend for the Heisman next year. He will. DJ Sean, he will contend for the Heisman next year. Book it. Moving on.
Bo,
go ahead.
I'm gonna bring some extra spicy sauce this time.
I want the hot shit. That's what I want. What's up, Anthony? All right. So DJ Cam had an all right day, 10 for 30. Wiggins had a nice run, 1 for 33. And Pope, let's get on Pope here. This is his best game of his career. He had 1 carry of 21 yards.
Any word on his injury?
3 catches for 92. No word. Me and Tommy are talking about that today. We have not heard about. I haven't heard anything about the injury. Nothing at all. If anyone's heard about his injury, please put it in the comment section. I haven't heard anything, but he had a pretty good game.
I hope it's not serious.
Yeah, I hope it's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I haven't heard anything, but the comment section is saying concussion.
Speaking of injuries, and I know it's non-Kane related, but you see that lick that Felipe Franks took?
Oh yeah, that was pretty nasty.
That was vicious.
That was pretty nasty. All right, let's talk about our receivers. How about Osborne, Mr. Sure Hands? This guy doesn't drop anything. 458 touchdown. This guy is our go-to guy. This is our dude.
Yep. Agreed.
Tommy?
I mean, we talked about this before. I wish we had him for another 2 more years. At least until next year.
This guy has had 15 targets, 15 catches. This guy is Mr. Freaking Reliable. I mean, this guy.
He's going to
He's going to be on an NFL roster. This guy right here, Osborne. And let me tell you something. I like him better at punt return. You know why? Because when he's catching it, I have no fear it's going to get dropped. None. I liked him back there catching punts. I really did. I really did.
He's very disciplined. That's for sure.
Really, it's sort of like when we had Barrios. You knew he was never going to fumble. Never. I like that. I don't like with JT he can take it. And then let's get on JT a little bit. His punt return, it's like he was going away from the wall and running the wrong way. I mean, there would be like 5 defenders over there. Did anyone else see that?
No, I asked you. I said, what is up with this with Jeff Thomas running to the right side? It's all the time.
I know. I'm like, is he not? It looks like he's going the wrong way. Like everyone's blocking to the left and he's going to the right, and there's 4 or 5 defenders. DJ Sean says KJ needs to field punts. Yeah, I agree, DJ. I really do. I really like him fielding punts. And I want to mention something. Jeremiah Payton. I know he had 1 catch, but boy, was it a nice catch.
1 catch.
Did you see that catch? Did you see it, Tommy? He put his hands up there, just snagged it out. I mean, it looked. Man, it looked just so smooth. He's so smooth with it. This guy's going to be a stud. This guy's going to be a superstar. I'm glad he got.
Real quick, is it my imagination, or did Will Mallory or Brevin not really figure much into the game?
No, we had Larry Hodges. Larry Hodges had 2 touchdowns. He had 2 catches for 3 yards and 2 TDs. No, we didn't really use them that much. I think we were trying.
I don't think Brevin Jordan caught a ball until middle of the 3rd quarter.
Yes. But man, that catch by Jeremiah Payton, it just looks smooth, man. He put his arms up.
Yeah, that was about a couple plays before the Murphy touchdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And now let's get to the quarterback talk before we get to defense. I'm gonna say it now. Williams played the first half, the first quarter, or whatever. Before that last drive, offense was a little bit shaky. But then, man, he started to get going. 19 for 24. I mean, only had 5 incomplete passes. Can't be mad at that. 3 touchdowns, 250 yards. But Perry comes in. Perry looked pretty good. I'm going to say it right now. If I'm the Cozy Perry, I'm transferring. He's too good to be on the bench. If I'm him, I'm transferring. I don't know if anyone agrees, but if I'm him, I'm leaving. Vic, what do you think?
He's a redshirt? He's a true sophomore or redshirt sophomore?
Redshirt sophomore.
Okay.
But after this year, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, if I'm him, I'm leaving. I can't sit on the bench. He looked too good out there. 7 for 10, 79 yards, a touchdown. He can't. He just needs to do it. He needs to do it. What do you think, Tommy?
All right, we got it. I mean, you can't blame me. I personally did not see a difference in what Perry did and what Williams did. There is no difference. But Perry's arm is stronger.
He threw some nice passes, man. They were they were looking good. The first one.
I mean, you can't blame him if he transfers.
I don't blame him.
I just hope he doesn't transfer to somebody like LSU or Georgia that might need a quarterback next year, and he goes out and dominates and wins out.
Georgia's that. Forget that. Georgia's that.
All right, I'm going to unlock the phone line. So you want to call in? We're about to unlock it right now.
Yeah.
We are
unlocked.
Here we go.
Well, we got to get to some of these. Well, we got to get to some of these comments.
I am. I got a schedule here I'm trying to go by, but I'll get to the comments. I'm going by a schedule here. I got stuff to talk about.
You got Uncle Joe thinking. You got Uncle Joe thinking that Homestead Vic is Vicious Vic. All right, go ahead.
No, it's not Vicious Vic.
Oh my God, no, my God, no.
Yeah, you got to address certain things when they're coming through.
Hey, you're on Caneshades.
Hey, what's going on?
Bo, this is Anthony.
Hold on, Anthony. New Jersey, what's going on?
What's going on, man? This is Jamaica Kane, man. Hey, just checking in.
So Jamaica Kane, what'd you think about the game Saturday? I know we were supposed to win, but 63-0. What'd you think?
Well, here's the thing right off the bat. I'm not sure who likes this guy. I'm probably not going to be a very popular guy by saying this, but
go ahead.
We was moving down. We was getting down. We got down to the goal line. What the heck were we doing? Not powering the ball in, getting it in the end zone, making a statement. Why are we going to Wildcat for a guy that we consider to be our backup wide receiver? How did he become a Wildcat? Wildcat.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm not liking him running the ball. All he's doing is
I got a couple more
running
points
left and going out of bounds. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I want you to finish that, but I have a couple more main points that I want to bring up. But I want everybody to comment on this. Even the guy in there that I'm not sure which one of you guys are a big Tate fan or not, but it's not about me not liking him. It's about we're wasting time. We're not doing anything for our confidence. We have guys on the sideline that's just much better than this guy who need the confidence, who need the rest. Which, if you're going to do that, run what do you call it, a jet sweep to somebody, even if it get blown up, at least you tried that. But what are we doing having this guy in the game? Why did we have to force him in the game? For what reason do we need to force him in when we're at the 4-yard line and we need to make a statement getting the ball in, knowing that the media and the fans are going to say something about our red zone offense? We go to that.
You want to know what I think? I think they're trying to keep him happy because they think if
Perry, what?
Because if Perry transfers, he's got to be our backup quarterback.
Well, that's terrible.
You notice something I've noticed, though?
Go ahead.
Now, I could be completely wrong with this, but it seems like it's trending that way. He played Georgia. His family was there. His sister and everything was there. He did not play in North Carolina. They wasn't there. His family showed up this past Saturday. He played.
I don't like him getting the ball. I mean, I haven't seen.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Now, comment on this. Whoever made the comment saying he's going to transfer. You mean Perry's going to transfer this year or next? At the end of the year?
I don't know. He's got until game 4. After the 4th game, he could transfer.
Yeah, just remember something. My apologies. Let me say something real quick. Remember, you got Tyler Van Dyke coming in next year.
I was about to say that. That's what I was about to say. Now, think about this. Here's the thing how it works, guys. If you have a guy like Jaron, Tate, and anyone else that's on our roster right now at the quarterback spot, if you're not trying to recruit a guy that's better than all of them, that you're not trying to do recruit any justice.
Yeah,
okay?
Right.
I'm talking about any position you have. You wide receiver, whether you have. If you're not trying to recruit the next guy that's going to come in and be better than him, that means you're failing the position terribly. I want guys that are going to be able to recruit the next guy that's better than the guy that we got playing right now, because that's the type of standard that we need to keep. Hey, let me take a little bit of shot at UNC a little bit, only because I love the fact what happened to them on the Wake Forest. Listen to this. Can this be put together any better for Mac Brown if you think about this? He plays in Charlotte. He wins that game. Then he comes home to Carolina. Yeah, they beat us. But then he doesn't leave the Carolinas because guess what? We're going to throw you another bone. We're going to keep you in the Carolinas. And matter of fact, it's going to be a non-conference game. I love what happened. The big letdown. And now I'm going to, and the quarterback, the bloom came right off because he pulled the quarterback in the first half. The bloom came right off that little talk about the quarterback. He's going to be rookie or whatever. Everybody fell in line. Everybody fell in love with that kid. I'm not saying he's not solid, but let's all calm down. They threw Bones Mac Brown away. They made it easy for him. He kept him in the Carolinas for 3 weeks in a row, and plus gave him a non-conference game. Think about it. Even though it was a conference game in our eyes, but it was considered a non-conference game.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. What do we do with Bubba Baxa? What do we do with him?
What we do, it goes back to maybe not. You know what? Let me answer it by saying this way. I can't give you an answer right now as far as him because I think it's mental. But let me tell you something that goes back to what's going on since the other coaches. This is the reason why you cannot have only one true good scholarship kicker on the team. Most decent teams, not just good teams, have 3 guys. One for kickoff and 2 that's going to challenge a field goal. Now, if we can't get 3, we at least need to have 2. One is going to have power kicks because he's a great kickoff guy.
Yeah, he is good.
But then you have to have the other guy. You have to have another guy that be able to make field goals. Look around the country. Most teams have 2 guys that could do one or the other. And that's what we got. And that's and guys. And another thing, you guys are making comparisons with Terry and Williams. I think it's a little unfair to both of those guys because again, I don't know who likes who here, but just think about how terrible the teaching and the breakdown and everything, the quarterback development was last year, having coach's son doing it. That kid didn't deserve to be a coach on the high school team last year, and he was the one and he's the guy that was tutelage. And so let's take it easy. And I'm not talking about you guys, just everybody. Let's take it easy on how we judge our guys because these guys are finally being evaluate it. Okay, let's switch right over. Let's switch right over to back to Carolina, because this one hurts me more than anything. It hurts me more than the Florida game. The 4-17. Guess what? If I'm Manny Diaz, I have a TV timeout to go to my coordinator, and I'm going to say, listen, what are you running? I'm curious. What's the call for this? And if he agreed with it, I'm very disappointed in Manny.
Oh.
Because that right there is terrible. It's no way we don't.
Rookie head coach.
Chalk it up to a rookie. Yeah. I said it last week.
Head coach.
Chalk it up to a rookie head coach mistake.
Hey, but Jamaica Kane. Hey, thanks for calling in, man, and call back again. I like your call.
All right, man.
You're great, man.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
And there he is, Unc's favorite guy. What's going on?
Yes, he is. What's going on?
Hey, I have a question, guys. I understand why we schedule these games, like these second-level teams like Bethune Cookman and Central Michigan, but do you think it would benefit us more to – I talked to Logan about this a few nights ago.
Yeah.
You want to know why? You want to know why they play these games? Because it helps these programs their program with money-wise. They don't get money like University of Miami.
Plus, now I wish we would have played Bethune Cookman and Central Michigan, then play Florida. Honestly, because that would have been kind of like our preseason to get ready for Florida. I think we'd be 4-0 if we played Bethune Cookman and Central Michigan.
No,
the first two games.
No, we would.
Yes, we would have.
No,
we would have gotten everything together by Florida.
So how would Florida not be better?
We might have, folks.
How would Florida? How would Florida?
We would have got everything better.
Guys, should I finish what I'm trying to say?
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say is, instead of facing Bethune Cookman or Central Michigan, why don't we face a lower level team from the Big Ten, the Pac-12, the Big 12, or the SEC, instead of facing Bethune Cookman and
I just
told
told you.
Michigan.
They're helping out the state school with money. They pay them to come play us, and they use that money for their program. These schools need these games to help their program go. They don't have the big sponsors and all the stuff that Miami and Florida got in Florida State. They need these. This is just like Northwestern State played LSU last week. Same thing.
Yeah.
LSU
we're not the only schools doing it. We're not the only school doing it. Alabama plays Mickey Mouse schools. Everyone plays Mickey Mouse schools.
Do you think? No, I understand. Do you think the NCAA is ever going to change that? Because eventually these lower level schools are going to end up suing if a player gets seriously injured.
No, they're not. Come on, stop it. No one's getting sued. They put on the same pads as the other team. They're both.
Man, the SEC plays 3 or 4 of them.
Because remember a few years ago I can't remember. I think it was Georgia or someone or Alabama. They were playing against a Division II team. The guy got seriously injured, and he's not playing football anymore.
They're not going to play no Division II.
They don't play Division II. They play the FCS, FBS. Come on, FCS team. Come on.
And my opinion on this game, I didn't watch a whole game, but honestly, I agree with Jamaica Kane. We shouldn't have used Tate as a receiver, period. We had more qualified receivers.
I agree. I agree with you.
I agree too.
Well, what's your opinion on our defense for the first 3 games of the season? Do you think we're eventually going to fix that defense, or are you scared that are you worried that our defense is not going to be at the same level as our defense last year?
Has our defense played that bad? No. Well, I mean, they crossed the 50 one time in the last game, and that was at the last drive. The North Carolina game, blowing some coverages. I don't think the defense has played that bad.
Oh, even though I was reading a stat on what is it called, the FPR or whatever, the FPS, the statistics saying that we didn't give up these many points the first 2 games of the season last year, except which in a sense I agree because we only got blown out once. We only got blown out the first game.
The only concern with the defense I have right now is the pass rush. That's not because we're stopping the run. Last year we couldn't stop the run that well. This year we're stopping the run, but we're getting no pass rush. Our pass rush is shit. Go ahead.
Bo, I'm hearing Derek Cole wants to call in.
All right. Well,
hey, Anthony, you know you're my favorite caller, Anthony.
We gotta let you go, Anthony.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow if you're doing another show.
Or Thursday.
All right, Thursday night, Anthony.
All right. Cole wants to call in. I'm gonna unlock it for him. Here we go.
All right.
Unlocking.
Conference unlocked.
There he goes.
All right.
Where's
so you gotta.
There he is.
Cole,
is that you?
What's good?
Not much.
What's good?
How you been?
Conference locked.
Man, I'm tired.
Tired?
I'm still trying to recoup from that 180-degree heat on Saturday.
Oh, man.
Hey, at least it didn't rain all day like it was projecting.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd rather have it rain than being in that sun from 11 o'clock on, man.
So, what'd you think about Saturday?
I mean, come on. It's still Bethune. I wasn't happy with the 3 and out right from the jump. They still got to do some work, man. You know, O-line still, you know, they're still young. I've seen a little bit of improvement. I did like to see a lot of different players get involved. I like Pope getting a lot of touches. I like D. Wiggins coming around off the edge. You notice too, Brevin, I think, only had 1 or 2 catches.
Yeah. Hodges.
Nothing really to Mallory. You know, Hodges, has some mop-up duty, but you got to get the young guys some playing time, man. You know, if someone goes down, the next man's got to step up. So when you have these type of games, that's what you have to do. You have to let your young guys play.
Well, let's ask you this. What do we do with Bubba Baxa? What do we do here? Do we go?
You know all that.
That's
all
Price?
mental, man.
Camden Price time. Is it not Camden Price time?
Man, I don't even know, man. You know, it's you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I mean, you only kick them. It's the only kicker you got.
But no, we got Camden Price. Hey, well, let me ask you a question. If Williams was throwing interception after interception after interception, and you'd be like, damn, it's mental, but you're not going to go for Perry. If DJ Dallas is fumbling, it's mental. You're going to go to Harris. Why can we not go to the next kicker? We're playing these last game and this game was our layup games. Why don't we see what the other guy has? At least, I mean, maybe he makes them. If he doesn't, he's going to do the same thing Bax is doing.
Yeah, you can't do no worse. I mean, at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? I mean, again,
but can it get worse though?
No.
But Derek, I was telling Bo it could get worse.
No, how? Tell me how.
It could get worse because there's no special teams coach. We don't know what this kid's about.
You're at home. It's not like you're on the road. You can only bring a certain amount of kids to a away game. So all the kickers are on the sideline. If this guy misses, he throw backs back in there. It's a home game. Everyone's dressed.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he was even dressed? I don't even know if he was even dressed.
No, Camden Price kicked 2 extra points.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention after it got after it was 42-0. I was just sitting in the crowd being monotone. I didn't even care. I was looking to see if I got on the jumbotron.
You weren't worried about no kicker at that time.
And then I went and Googled him. I went and Googled him after that. He's pretty good.
Listen, I just went trying to get on the jumbotron. That's all I kept trying to do. But you know what? Listen, you got a better matchup this week. Obviously, I think the opponent's better. I mean, I'm not saying it's anywhere near where you should worry about it. But again, they got a decent offense. I don't know, man. I'm still suspect on our DBs. I went into the season saying that our DBs were going to be kind of, I think, our weak point. Obviously, we got exposed against North Carolina on a couple things. So we'll see, man. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. You get past this game, and then your schedule really hinges on a 3 week game set with Virginia Tech, Virginia, and Georgia Tech.
Well, Georgia Tech's a win. I mean, they're terrible. Well,
we didn't think that last year going up to Atlanta, and they beat us. So
they beat us. Yep.
Yeah, but they got a whole.
I don't know about. Okay, well that might make it easier for them to beat us because now we're not used to the triple option. So who knows?
God.
You know, anything can happen.
Citadel just beat Georgia Tech for crying out loud.
We just got. I mean, I don't know. I think we're gonna win out, Cole. I think we're gonna win out.
Well, so personally, I think Miami should win out. You know, you always talk about that trap game. Well, I think that North Carolina was our trap game. I think that might have woken them up. And if that's the case, okay, great. Because you know what? Listen, you gave up 17 from rip, and then you end up coming back, you know, take away the last drive, blah, blah, blah. Like, you literally dominated for 3 quarters, except we just started slow in the first quarter. And from that point on, like, we really have – there's only been one other game, but we have controlled everything. I mean, but then we didn't even get past the 50 to the final 30 seconds of the game. Yeah. So, you know, there's still a program, a college program, running an offense. So our defense did their job last week.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you Derek, ask you this?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was going to ask you which.
Our D-line.
Go ahead.
D-line? No pass rush. They got me worried with the pass
rush.
Oh,
my goodness, man.
Pass rush.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
So who's the problem? Is it Patchen? I mean, fans are complaining about Patchen. Maybe Patchen should
I don't think it's Patchen, man.
Second down
I don't think it's Scott. I don't think it's Scott at all.
So who is it?
Where's Garvin? Garvin's nowhere to be found.
Well, he's been getting double teamed too, so I can't really knock that.
So, look at the difference last year.
Hey, let me tell you something. Talking about D-line, I want to go to Russo because they dropped him in coverage one time. Boy, I thought he was going to pick it. Russo is going to be a stud. Now, this guy, I think.
Remember something last year, to say something real quick? We had Gerard in the middle last year, and Gerard was causing all holy hell breaking inside. Okay, when you got someone like Gerard and then also Joe Jackson in there as well, too, okay, we haven't – I mean, again, I know they end up preferring more Bethel, okay, but I like John Ford more than anything else. And then, honestly, let's be realistic. It kind of hurts not having Nesta in there.
Oh, I can't wait till Nesta gets back.
Well, and I think that's the biggest thing with the ends, because if you're not getting any pressure or you're not getting any help where they're double teaming your tackles, you know, then they're going to chip out on your ends because they know that our ends are our strength of our defensive line. Correct. So if they got a chip with you know a back or a tight end or something like that, they're going to do that, and then because our middle guys aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
You know, Vic, I think you just hit it on the head because 2 years ago we had McIntosh and Norton. Then last year we had Willis. So I think maybe it is the D tackles that are the problem here.
Look, when you have pressure going right up the middle, okay, that ends up freeing up your guys on the outside to end up going in there and beating the crap out of whatever the hell's back there. Okay, but when you don't have that pressure coming in from the middle, come on, that's part of our biggest problem. I mean, if we would have Nesta in there right now, please, Nesta would have put some people already 6 feet below.
Well,
Nesta plays with bad intentions.
Listen, we keep it real on this show, right? Like,
go ahead.
Barrios just got
always.
Go
we
ahead.
keep it real, right?
Yeah, I keep it. Yes.
Like, I want an honest opinion. Tell me about our linebackers, and I'll give you my answer.
They look slow. They look different. They look completely different than the last 2 years. I'll even say this: they look different than their freshman year.
Correct.
They look slow.
Yep. Listen, and this is my firm belief, man. That you're putting all this hype on Shaq and Pinckney, which they really haven't done anything. I think they're good players, they're steady players, but they're not like elite linebackers.
No, they're not.
And then what happens is you're taking, I believe, the best linebacker out of the 3 and putting him on the bench. Zach McLeod, by far, is the most prototypical linebacker. You have size, speed, agility, and you're bringing this, 4-2-5 mentality with this striker, and you're leaving your best linebacker on the bench.
Speaking of Derek, let me say this real quick. And I mean, in spot duty, you saw who had a good game. Sam
Brooks.
Oh, Brooks.
Dude, listen, that kid's gonna be a beast. You put 25 pounds on that kid. He is your next. Yeah, and this is maybe a bold statement. He is your next like Nate Webster, like Dan Morgan type. Like, dude, that kid is raw.
You guys know Gunnar Hampton, right?
Yeah.
Gunnar made a very interesting. I mean, we actually both came to the same conclusion almost at the same time. We're talking. I mean, that if you put some pounds, and like Gunnar said, if he starts like laying on the wood, so to speak, that's a combination of Sean Spence and Denzel Perriman right there.
Yeah, but you got to think too. He played defensive end in high school. He's still learning the position.
Correct.
Agreed.
Agreed.
But you see how he has that dog.
Yeah.
But he's got that dog mentality, man. Like he's going straight up. He's going straight up, and then he's not wavering. He's going right to the ball carrier, man.
It's like Dan Morgan. He was a running back in high school. We throw him at linebacker. He's
correct.
A beast.
You know, and the thing too is like, listen, Dan is one of my almost all-time favorite players.
He's right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Yep.
If Nate Webster doesn't declare early for the draft, maybe Dan's not playing and getting, because Nate Webster was a dog.
They would have put him they would have put him at outside linebacker. They would have had to put both.
Now, Derek, the comment section, someone 24/7 King said our linebackers are falling victim to Blake Baker's scheme. What do you think about that?
I don't know what kind of scheme he's running. I mean, I always try to watch the defense and see what's going on. But like, what kind of scheme is he actually running? I mean, again, you're still running a Manny defense. I mean, it's Manny.
They're not letting them blitz. They're not letting them blitz. I think that's what the comment section is saying.
They blitz a lot. I see a lot of blitzing from them.
Well, okay. Well, let's take a look at this. If you blitz, right? Let's look at this. If you blitz, you're leaving legitimately, inexperienced corners and safeties hanging out to dry.
They're going to be eaten alive.
I'm telling you, man. And I'm not knocking a Mario Gervin. I mean, Bandy is really your only true starter back there in that secondary. Like people were talking about like Amari Carter that Florida game with that interception. If you watch that play, and like I debated this on Twitter, like if you watch that play, if Franks hits that guy in stride, that guy houses that. Carter was 7 yards away from when the guy finally tipped the ball. I mean, dude, like they're playing back, they're playing deep. They're not coming up. They're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, what about this, Derek? Do you think Denzel Perriman has a problem playing in Blake's defense? Do you think he'd have a problem or no?
I don't know, man. I think it all depends on the scheme, and I think it all depends on the team. Like when Denzel was here, he really had no one else around him, so he was the man,
Yeah.
But he had like Shayon Green. He had people in the middle that were kind of freeing up, so he can get through, shoot the gaps and things like that. So again, it all helps on when you have people up front that can clog the middle, and you have like direct access and line sight to these backs and stuff. It's going to make it easier on you. You know what I mean? But we don't have that. We don't have the D tackles that we need. Maybe when Nesta comes back, we'll finally get something. But again, I still want to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Derek, we're gonna let you go. I'll see you Saturday, brother. I'll be up there.
I'll be there, man. Y'all be good, man.
All right, Derek.
All right.
Hey,
later, guys.
Alex, we're gonna open the phone lines for you. So I'm gonna unlock it.
Conference unlocked.
Alex, call in. Waiting on you. You want to call in?
I mean, I really like what I did see out of Brooks. I really did. I think if he puts on some weight, man, oh my God.
We need to get back. Look, and this is nothing against Shaq, and this is nothing against Mike, okay? But again, look at the type of linebackers we had before in the past. When you look at someone like DJ Williams, okay, there's like a combination of speed and power right there, okay? You're talking about someone that can end up covering from sideline to sideline quickly, okay? That's the one thing I'd like to see, honestly, out of all of our linebackers. And again, and I agree with Derek. Honestly, it's like, okay, we're trying to figure out what type of scheme that Blake is running, because again, you kind of still see, the Manny element over the scheme that we're doing. So it's like we don't end up seeing. I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? One thing I said. Go ahead. I'm sorry, please.
Oh, hold on, Vic. Alex, you on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, Alex? Give us your thoughts.
Man, I'm really calling it with Baker. Like, this is coming from a guy who used to play defense. Like, I played defensive lineman. These guys, they're sitting and reading. Like, they're playing the opposite of the one thing Diaz said when he first came in, I want an aggressive attacking defense. These guys are sitting on the edge and playing spies. If you watch your defensive linemen, they engage and sit. They sit back. If you half a guard, dude, watch the Florida game. All Garvin was doing was engage the tackle and then pull off, and then read Felipe Franks. Like, you're putting arguably your best player on defense. You're playing him out of position. You're putting our best rusher, and you're putting him in coverage, or he's spying a quarterback. And, like, to me, like, all the aggressiveness is just completely gone. You're gonna, like, if you watch that game, you can't lie. Like, Miami won that game on talent from defensive standpoint. We did not dominate that game. Like, that was not a dominant performance.
1 turnover, 2 sacks.
Yeah, 2 sacks.
Well, we're going to see how good this defense is this week because Central Michigan has some wide receivers.
I don't think it's like our defense is bad. I think it's Baker being, lack of other words, a pussy. He's just being scared. He's playing. I don't know if that's just how he likes to play defense.
You think it's more of a D'Onofrio style?
I don't think it's D'Onofrio style because D'Onofrio was just bad alignment, playing players out of position, and everything like that. To me, I think Baker's playing way too lax. He's not being aggressive enough. To me, D'Onofrio didn't know what he was doing.
Do you think it could be he's used to playing with lesser talent? Could that be it?
I'll put this question, Alex. My apologies. I'll put this question out there, and Alex, chime in on this one because I really like where you're going with this one. How much have we been blitzing?
Nothing at all. And we have, they've been delayed blitz. Not even, they're counted as blitzes, but they're delayed. So obviously the quarterback doesn't have time to read the defense. And now his lanes are cleared out with your delayed blitz. Like
now, when you blitz, and this is, I'm sorry, please, forgive me.
With that 4th and 17 call on UNC, you send your delayed safety 3 seconds after the ball snap. Sam Howell sees, I got a wide receiver running an out route to the sidelines, boom, right then and there. But if you send that coverage right there, he doesn't have time to read that. He's got to rip it away.
Correct.
He just delivers
an accurate ball. And the biggest problem with that game, too, is this. Those guys were playing too far off the ball. Way too far off the ball.
It's like you got a true freshman quarterback. Why not make every throw for him tight? Like, make it difficult for him. Align your defensive line, put 3 linebackers on one side of the field and run a stunt and rip everyone backwards. Just make him be completely confused. And to me, it's not that. He's running a scared defensive line, which is a former defensive line, pisses me off. Because you're putting, we know Patchen isn't the greatest lineman, but he's pretty good on the run. But you're going to put him in spy coverage. You're going to put John Garvin in spy coverage. The only guy he's consistently sending is Trayvon Hill.
How about Trayvon Hill? Is he going to start getting more reps here? What's going on with him?
He looked pretty good. From what I saw, I was actually at the game. He was just a couple seconds off. With him, I think he's just got to obviously get him in better shape because he still looks like a little heavy.
So you're at the game. Tell us, what did you see at the game live? What were you seeing? Did you go in there early and watch the warming up and stuff? Like
I was there.
Our kicker.
I was there. Man, I'm sorry, but. Baxter doesn't have it. I could have told you this going into last year. Think about it. LSU game, first game of the season, his first game of the season. Misses his first kick. Would have put Miami within a score. And so FSU, boom, we got a chance to make FSU have to score a touchdown in order for them to get the lead. And he misses the kick, and they have a chance to go score. And it's like he's missed every clutch moment. And honestly, if you look at the games, we're a good kicker away from being 3-0.
Well, okay. How about the fans that are saying we're being too hard on him? He's a kid.
Okay. What about people who? How come it's okay to be hard on a quarterback but not a kicker?
I agree.
If you're not doing your job at the end of the day, you're not doing your job.
Exactly. I'm not.
Alex, I think we're a lot of things away from 3-0. I mean, if the schedule was reversed, we're a lot of things away from 3-0.
No, we're not.
Yeah, that's schedule shit, man. We'd be 3-0 if the schedule was reversed.
We could have beat Florida. We should have beat Florida week 1. We should have beat.
We were in position.
Look,
we need those little preseason games.
No.
We need some better.
The Florida game. Come on. The Florida game, we gave that game away.
all the crap.
If Thomas doesn't muff that punt and Bubba doesn't miss that kick, we win that game by a touchdown.
Correct.
Or more.
Well, I mean, how about this? I mean, how can you not like a big game to open the season? Look how excited! Look how excited everybody is.
I do, but realistically, Bethune COOKMAN first game, Central COOKMAN second game, going to the Florida game, then going to North Carolina game, we'd be 4-0. I guarantee it, we'd be 4-0.
You know what,
I guarantee it.
Yeah, but the thing is, then you'd have still have John Campbell at your tackle, and you wouldn't know how bad.
But maybe Bubba don't get in the funk. Maybe Bubba don't get into the funk.
He's been in the funk. He missed multiple kicks last year.
His whole career. Hey,
I
Damien, you know what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You forgot about the old Hurricanes, man. You want to play fucking cupcakes every day.
You gotta come in. You gotta come in on the.
I'm just saying, Damien, are you becoming one of these soft fans that want to play these cupcakes?
No, I'm just saying it's because we're usually playing. Honestly, for the past 5-6 years, we played the cupcake schools first, and then now
because we've been a cupcake school ourselves.
Yeah, we have been a cupcake school. But I like playing the big game. If I'm a player and all off season I'm going to workouts and like, yo, we're playing Florida week 1. It gives you more motivation to work out hard.
I got to work so I can get on the big stage.
Like, come on, it makes you want to work out harder. Like, I got to go hard because Florida's going hard. What's going on?
Hey, Bo.
Yes.
Hey, let me just chime in on what people talking about. People talking about backs, all right? First of all, if our offense can convert inside the red zone, we wouldn't have to worry about field goals. So that's another problem.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to convert every single time.
Tom Brady don't.
No. But listen, you get inside of North Carolina, you got inside the 10-yard line 2 times, and yet you couldn't convert. There's problems there. Granted, the O-line is young, but you still got to be able to have some type of play calls in order to get yourself in the end zone and not worry about just settling for a field goal.
Well,
good teams know how to punch it in, and that's where we're not at yet.
Well, you want to know why, Derek? Because we throw the ball too much. We don't hand that ball to number 13 and just say, hey, give it to him. He's going to score. But they want to pass. And give 13, 12 carries a damn game. This guy should be getting 20 carries a damn game.
And one thing, if you guys, I obviously watch the game from a defensive lineman standpoint. If you guys go watch the games, whenever Jaren's under snap and it's a run play, look where his left leg's at. It's a telltale sign.
Alex.
It's a telltale sign. It's a run every single time.
Hey.
And if I'm a defensive lineman and my job is to get a stand on the goal line, your legs flick back, I'm pinning my ears. I'm going to go stop that run. And you watch that Florida game?
Hey, Derek.
They got ripped to pieces.
Hey, Derek, earlier in the show, we have a bet going. Is Dallas going to come back next year? I said he is. What's your bet here?
No.
Oh, man, get out of here, Derek. You're going to kill me, man.
Listen, you know why? You got a young mouth to feed. You got a young mouth to feed now, bro.
Yeah, but he's got a good father-in-law, man. Old Dugans, man. He's all right.
Listen, all the way he doesn't come back is if he gets injured.
At the end of the day, man,
if he gets injured right in the next 2 weeks, he's gone.
He's coming back.
I mean, think about it. Why did Travis Homer leave early?
He was upset. He was upset. He was mad at the team. He was upset.
Listen, but there's no guarantee at that position either. You might as well just take what you can at this point and try to get out.
How about Yearby?
You also got to remember, Kubo, we got Cheney coming in.
How about Yearby, though? Yearby made a mistake, didn't he?
Dude,
Yearby wasn't happy.
But
Yearby was not happy.
If you're Dallas, look, I'm balling out. I'm breaking all my records before everyone's national. I'm going on national penalty for making these one-handed catches, blocking people, all this, and that. Everyone in the media is seeing me. Why don't I just declare?
Because man, he wants us
how many running backs do you see getting drafted in the first round?
That's what I'm saying.
So what does he have to gain?
He's not going to go first round anyway. So come back.
What does he have to gain in coming back, though?
Be in the Heisman contention.
They're not putting a running back in Heisman contention anymore.
Well, this is a quarterback position.
Look at the dude at Wisconsin.
This is a quarterback Heisman anymore. That's all they talk about.
The dude at Wisconsin's balling, man. He might win the Heisman, man.
Yeah, I don't think Jonathan Taylor's going to be up there, man. You're going to have
there's no way. You're going to have Justin Fields
and Lawrence again, even though Lawrence is garbage.
Lawrence is playing terrible right now.
Garbage. He's been exposed. He doesn't have that defense that he's had last year. So now, and he doesn't have some of the weapons too.
And you also
he had
got to
NCM,
understand that they're adjusting to him too. His strengths and weaknesses.
They've already seen him. They know what's going on. You don't think if Nick Saban had a chance to play him right now, that he wouldn't shut that down?
Oh man. We got to see here. I mean, I want to see what we do against Central Michigan. All right, Central Michigan really
that should be an easy win.
I can't wait
for
Thursday night to talk about that, but we'll save that for then.
What I'm really excited for, though, is, like, looking in the future, all of our offense is returning except for 2 guys. All of our defense is returning except for 3 guys.
I wish we had Osborne for another year because that guy's money. He throw it to him. He's
Osborne.
But now you got guys like Pope showing out, Harley, Wiggins, Hightower had a good game.
Nah. You wait for Peyton.
Did you see that grab he made? Saw that grab Peyton made? Oh, he made it. Made it look smooth.
Hey, don't sleep on my boy Mark Pope either. You saw the 8. That should have been a touchdown. That first throw.
Is he hurt?
Listen,
what's the deal with him? Is he hurt?
It's an ankle injury. They're waiting for the swelling to go down to diagnose it further.
Is he going to miss this week? Probably.
Well, if I'm them, I do because obviously we have a bye week too before we play Virginia Tech.
Yeah,
good.
I would do. You just give him 3 weeks of rest.
He had me
nervous. 3 weeks of rest.
I was a little bit scared when he got up in there to help him off the field. I was like, oh man, what's going on here?
It's a
man, I thought it was an ACL tear. The way he got up and was moving, I was like, oh my goodness.
No, it's a mid ankle.
Yeah, if I had to bet anything, I'm gonna see if I can talk to him, but probably a sprain. If I had to bet.
Sprain.
Because if it's an ACL, they're not letting him walk on that.
No, he's in a walking boot right now.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but I'm saying they're not even. No, I'm saying because he walked off the field, they didn't carry him off.
No,
they're not letting him walk if they suspect.
Even when they went out there, you could tell that they were dealing with the ankle. They weren't dealing with weren't dealing with the knee. But they're stacked coming back next year. I mean, again, you're going to lose.
That's a real bright spot. Everyone on your offensive lineman is returning.
Is coming back. Yep.
Yeah, look, you got 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and a junior on your O-line right now.
Yeah,
so that's positive. You have a redshirt freshman quarterback. If DJ leaves, you still got Cam. You got Lingard. You have Chaney coming in.
Chaney. Oh, my God.
No, DJ's coming
back,
back,
Redding.
bro.
You never know what you got with Robert Burns.
Alex, Burns actually a good gun, too.
Alex, are you still on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Let me ask you a question because we've tossed this around earlier. DJ, does he go pro or does he come back?
He said pro.
He's going pro.
There you go.
I got you. Hey.
If I'm him, I go pro. You have nothing to gain in coming back.
If I'm him, I'm fucking coming back, man. I'm getting us to an AC championship and winning that bitch.
We can go to the ACC championship this year. All we have to do is just win out.
Hey, Bo, you going to any road games besides the one North Carolina? You going like Cali or anything?
No, so far I went to the Florida game. I went to the North Carolina game. Last week I didn't go because I had something to do, but I'm going to go to the rest.
I'm trying to get him to come up here to Pittsburgh. I'm trying to get him to go to Pittsburgh.
That's a far fucking drive, man.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I thought about going to Pitt and then trying to catch that Dolphins Monday night game, but that ain't happening.
Oh, you don't want to watch the Dolphins? They probably let you go for free.
No, I do not.
They might beat the Steelers. They don't got a quarterback.
No, they're not.
They don't got a quarterback.
Still ain't. They're still gonna lose by 30. They'll still lose by 30.
Got a better quarterback than us.
Oh no.
How about the Duke game? You gonna go to the Duke game?
I'm going. Yeah, Maria and I said that because we don't have the kids that weekend, we're gonna probably fly up and maybe do like.
I'm gonna hop off.
All right, Alex.
All right,
see
take
you
it
later.
See you.
Hey, Derek, what's the best away stadium you've been to? Is it Clemson?
Where?
I think Clemson was the best.
No, so I've been to Tennessee, which I thought was like phenomenal.
I never been
there. Oh my gosh, it's just, and back then they were still decent, you know what I mean? So it's not like it is now, but just like, they're right on the Tennessee River, and it was pretty nostalgic trying to go into that. But I've been to Oklahoma. I thought that was a dope ass environment. I went to Ohio State. That was pretty good.
I went to that one.
Hey, I'll tell you this: Virginia Tech isn't bad. I go there most of the time.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech is.
No. Those fans, hell.
Those fans, now, don't get me wrong, the fans are complete assholes. Just like Louisville. Louisville's completely awful.
Well, if you want to talk about venues, if you want to talk about the venue, then like the best one I've ever been to was last year, like at AT&T Stadium. I mean, just the venue itself, like, you know, playing in Cowboy Stadium, like that was just state of the art, man. It was just, that was dope.
Yeah, I've been there before, but it's too much. That's too fancy. I don't like fancy.
No, but I mean, just from like a venue perspective,
like, you know I
thought that was nice.
I like Georgia Tech because you can sit anywhere in that place.
I love going to Georgia Tech. I love going to Georgia Tech.
I love that stadium.
Yeah.
Virginia's not bad.
Virginia sucks.
Charlottesville's not bad. Charlottesville's not a bad seat.
Listen, I've been there. It doesn't matter about the seats. I've been there 3 times and we lost all 3 times. I'll never go back to Charlottesville. It's a shithole. It's just a straight shithole.
Man.
So Derek, which home game are you looking forward to the most? Is it that Friday night Virginia game?
It's gotta be.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Because that's really. I think that settles the Coastal right there. I think that takes your Coastal. You know, whoever wins that game, I think is your Coastal champion. Like, I mean, like I said, this next 3 weeks for you, besides the Central Michigan game, the next 3 weeks after this game, these are all Coastal games. So this is where you need to, like, look, forget about Carolina, forget about Florida. Like, these are your critical games coming up now. This is your season. Look, run the table. There's no reason why you can't run the table.
Well, after Virginia's Pittsburgh, then I believe Louisville, correct? So
no,
so it's
we
really
got Pittsburgh. We got Pittsburgh, Florida State, then Louisville.
Okay, then, but I'm saying we got ACC games in the mix after the.
But literally, like, I'm talking about like caliber wise. Virginia Tech still gonna play yourself. You know, but Virginia.
But these are the games that matter. Like at the end of the season, I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, you still got to go. You got to go to Pitt. You got SIU. You know, like shit like that. But like your Coastal schedule, it's favorable, man. You got the big games at home, except for Florida State, and you know, in Pitt. I don't see Pitt being that big of a. I don't see that being a big game. I mean, we said that 2 years ago, and then we got our asses kicked, but. You got to go in there and handle business. But I think the difference is the players have this mindset now, just like Manny does. Like I don't want to say us against the world because it's such a cliche, but like nobody likes Miami. But Manny's bringing it back that type of attitude. Like, you know what? If you don't like us, like, fuck you, we're going to beat your ass. So now this type, you know, put the product on the field and show what you got. You know, but we got to see, man. You know. That's the whole thing. Is you got to see what they're going to do. How are they going to respond? You know, come on, Le'Veon, give me at least five yards here because I need you on fantasy. Come on, all right. So we'll see, man. Who's all going to the game this weekend?
I'm going.
No,
me.
Yeah, I'm going.
Damien.
Yeah,
I'm there.
I'll be at every home game. Yeah, Victor maybe, right? Victor, you going?
Victor, are you going?
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. I'll be there.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm going to every home game.
I was there, dude. I was there on Saturday. Let's put it that way.
Man, I wanted to go, but I couldn't make it.
I went in and out. Let's put it that way.
I wanted to go. I was like, man. Then I was like, you know, there's a game to miss. This is the one to miss. That's what I said.
So Derek, when is this Optimus King coming back? And I haven't seen you dressed up for a minute.
Happened?
Man, listen. At the end of the day, I look at 2 things, man. You know, I did it for a few years, and it's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, man, like I just want to go and watch the game, and I don't need to put on this dumbass costume and
it's
try
too
to
hot, huh?
You know,
I don't know how you do it.
It's definitely hot.
I don't know how you do it.
It's definitely hot, but at the end of the day, man, it's like, I just want to watch the game, man. You know, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. For it's like, you know, people that do it and they want to get pictures and things like that. You know, more power to them. You know, people that's like they get animated, and I love that. That's what college football is all about. You know, you see it not only with Kane Freak and Pimp and Sparta Kane and Kane Bader, and but you see it in other different stadiums too. You know, look at in Georgia. You know, everybody's rocking. Like the Road Warriors shoulder pads, and you see it all the time, man. You know, but I just want to go now and watch the game. And,
that's understandable.
The costume is heavy. Like, listen, so it's sitting on my shelf. You know, maybe when Short Dog gets a little bit older, I'll pass it down to him and let him do that.
Okay.
Do it. But for me,
awesome.
like, it might be retirement for me.
Isn't it?
Bo, you remember 5 years ago, Bo? Listen, Bo, you remember 5 years ago, we had 2-second conversations when we dressed up. And we said, should we be like one of the Looney Tunes and shit? Should we do the glasses? And you said, nah. No, it was a 2-second conversation. And we said, no, forget it. It's too hot. We did have a 2-second conversation. We said, we're not going to dress up.
Doing it. Can't do it. Too hot.
It's too hot for that.
It is, and you can't enjoy the game.
It is, man.
People want to take pictures with you and all that bullshit. I don't want all that.
Yeah.
Oh, get away from me. I want to enjoy this game.
What are the times for the rest of the games? I know Central Michigan's at 4 o'clock. How about the rest of the games?
I don't know yet.
Nothing's been set.
Nothing's yet.
I don't think anything's been set except for the Virginia game. The Virginia game's is it 7 or 8? I don't remember.
It's at 8.
7 o'clock.
It's at 8 o'clock.
Dude, the traffic's going to be a bitch for that Virginia game.
No, man. Listen, that's why I got green parking, bro. It makes it so much easier. I get in an hour before everybody else.
So do I.
I don't.
I got
but again, I don't have to. Listen, if I have green parking, if the game's at 8 o'clock, gates open at 3. I'll be down there around 2 o'clock. You know, it makes it easy. I'm already down there. I don't have to fight the traffic coming in later. I don't like the way that the parking is now because they used to open up the gate right there at 2A, right off the turnpike, to turn in for green. Now they keep that one, so now everything on 199 just gets so backed up.
Very true.
I'll be in the
now they're building all these bridges and all these, pedestrian walkways, and they're doing all that stuff for the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. But it's just making traffic a headache, man.
We'll see. So you guys go green.
Where you guys tailgate at?
Orange, wherever we end up at.
Usually on the east side or west side?
Usually the east side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I'm always down there on the west.
And then we just
I park in green on the east, and then I walk over to the west.
And then we just hang out. We just stick with each other. It saves the drama.
Tell you what, man. Let me give a quick little shout out to some cool people, man. Them boys from Kane's Cartel. Them boys are the real deal, man. They
I was talking. You know what? I was talking to Eddie last night about them. They came out of nowhere. They're really smashing the tailgates right now. So what's up?
Man, let me tell you, they're good people, man. Alberto and his boy, man. They're good people, man. They're trying to do something big, and obviously it's for more of the younger generation. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they look up to They look up to people like myself and like La Familia and people like that who kind of have paved the way. Again, you gotta leave a legacy. You gotta have people following, in the footsteps of what you're doing. So, when you're not there, no more people doing the same thing, man. But yeah, they're on the scene, man. They're again, you go back a couple years ago.
Yeah, I heard about them last night. I heard about them last night, and I heard last night that this is like a new thing, like a 3-year thing that's been building up, and they're making noise now.
Dude, they're good. If you go back a couple years back, you had like the E5 crew, and you had like Kane's Fam, and you had all these other different groups and stuff, man. And at the end of the day, we're all just Hurricane fans, man. And
yeah. That's why me and Bo usually just do our thing. We put the 10, and we don't do the high school who's who and all this stuff. We just but you're right though that it's always fun to tailgate. We usually never get into the politics scene.
Yeah, we stay together.
Yeah, I just listen. I walk around. I get there and I walk around. I don't stay in one spot. I kind of have my routine. I try to get there. I get there right when the gate opens.
Oh, you trying to hit all the tailgates?
Yeah, I walk around, man. Then listen. But at the end of the day, once the orange lot opens up, that's 4 hours prior, and then literally 3 hours before game time, like an hour before Cane Walk, I'm sitting at the rail at Cane Walk an hour earlier, man, because I want to be at my same spot. People know me; they know where I'm at. That's where I want to be at, man. And so I don't after the first hour, I ain't doing nothing but sitting at Cane Walk, and then I go into the stadium and I just watch warm ups and get ready for the game. So you got your little
routine. Yeah, so you got your routine down pat. Okay.
I'm gonna text you Saturday, Derek. I need to take my son over there to the Cane Walk.
Dude, yeah, listen. If you come down to Cane Walk, man, bring him by me because legitimately, 50%, 60% of the players always come over to me. So it's good, man. They all come over, show some love. But you know what? At the end of the day, they know who the day ones are, not the ones who jump on the bandwagon when they were going 10-0 the last couple of years. Or the whole. I want to be a fan now, man. Nah, man, I've been doing this a long time, man. Win or lose, I'm gonna be there. So,
yeah.
Hey, talking about bandwagon, is there really a Miami Hurricane bandwagon anymore? Is there really?
Oh, dude, 1,000,000%. You know, but it's been like that. You know, look.
Okay, hold on, Derek. I gotta say, how can you be a bandwagon fan when we haven't done nothing in the last 20 years?
That's what I'm getting at. Look, even going back to the early 2000s, you know, like if it's a new game against Rutgers, you think people are coming to the Orange Bowl? Man, no, they're at the beach doing stuff. You might have 30,000 for that game. Again, it's just the big games that people want to show up at, you know, or when they're winning, you know. Like, dude, we had actually a decent crowd there for Bethune. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it was still kind of empty, but it was a decent crowd. But I want to see what the next couple of weeks are going to be like. You know, I want to see what's going to happen. You know, if you win the next couple of games, what's that Virginia game going to be like on Friday night? What's the Virginia Tech on Saturday going to be like? You know, are you going to show up?
Derek, I'll tell you what. In 2017, there was some new faces at the stadium. I haven't seen since like that
because
it was hard to take a piss. It was hard to take a piss. Everyone was crowded. I was kind of like missing. I was missing like the space. It was getting a little crowded there, huh?
Okay, so what happened in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I'm just saying 2017, man, that shit was sold out. New faces. This is like the bandwagon conversation. It was.
That's what I'm saying. That's the bandwagon, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Derek, it's been like that since way back. Remember when we played UCLA that year? There was no one in that fucking stadium.
Listen, I was there in '98, man.
Yeah, I was there, and I was like, yo, where's everybody at? We're playing number 2 team in the nation.
I started going back to Hurricane games back in the early 80s, okay? And then, I mean, Derek, you might remember the history in this place to a certain degree. Look, you can end up going to get a Whopper at Burger King, and you get a free ticket to the damn game.
Yeah, man.
Okay? That's what it was back in the day.
Yeah, that was early 80s, right?
Oh, man.
That was late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Correct.
But that's what happened.
Miami
fans are like, what are you doing for me now? If you're not winning, I'm not even going. You know, and granted,
like the Janet Jackson song, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, but why do you want to go to a stadium that you're told where to park at? You know, it's all politics, man. It's garbage. You know, get a real stadium somewhere, but it'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Well, you got to admit, the year we went 5 and 6 with Dan Morgan and them? Man, you could go out there by the bus after the game and get all the autographs you wanted. Like, it was just easy. It was easy.
Well, now it's like you got to – now to get an autograph, man, it's like – and I don't even – like now in today's age, like really, why do you want an autograph? You might as well take a picture with the people, you know what I mean, and post it on social.
I was a kid back then, so I'm like, hey, you know,
listen, I just pulled out I think Vic saw them. I just pulled out like programs from the early 2000s, man, 99, 2000, all signed, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like that stuff that I still have keepsakes of, man, because to me that meant something to me back then.
I remember.
I don't know, because I've been to Vic's house when I was younger. I don't know who has, like, the altar, because Vic got a collection, like, I've never seen before. But Derek, I'm pretty sure you got...
Derek's been in my house.
Yeah. So, but Derek you must have some things through the years now. So both of your houses are like museums. Like, definitely museums.
I got a lot of stuff, man, you know, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, I got rid of a lot of stuff over the years, too, because I just didn't think about it, man.
It's too much. I get it. It's too much.
You know, Vic's got Vic's got a nice little locker from the,
Orange
got
Bowl?
a locker from the,
Man,
from
Vic,
the,
I almost bought one. I almost
from
bought
the locker
one of
room.
those. Man, Vic, I almost bought one of those.
Vic, I remember Vic having VHS tapes of all the games. Like, all the tapes.
I do.
Man, Vic, I almost bought one of those fucking lockers. Nah, I regret I didn't.
No, but look, let me tell you something, and I'm kind of glad that Derek's in on this call. Look, you know, the one thing about being part of those games back then, basically, is that you appreciate the history, okay, of what the program is about, to be honest with you. You know, and that's what you have to build upon and go from there, you know?
Yeah, but you also miss it. I mean, it's like, God, are we ever
it's hard. Listen, it's hard not to be relevant, you know, and I say that kind of, like, lightly, but, like, we're not relevant, you know what I mean? And for being a program from 1983 to 1992, you know, like, you owned college football, you know, and
come on. After Butch took us out of that slump, you know, I mean, he took us out of the worst shit ever. I never thought we would be shitty again. I was like, it's over, man. We had that 5 and 6 year, and that was my favorite team from that 5 and 6 year to that Sugar Bowl win against Florida. That was my favorite team ever. That was my favorite class, man. Those guys put it all on the line.
If you look at Butch and Damien, I think I was talking to you about this the other day or somebody else. Look at Butch's effect on that team that you still had enough talent up through 2005, 2006. That's where everything started going down because honestly, those were Coker's guys, at least for the majority part of it, basically. You know?
Well, I don't think that they respected Coker. You know, even though
not at all.
Even though Coker was the OC back, you know, for the 01 team and things like that, like at the end of the day, 2000, 2001, like they didn't respect Coker. He was just an older guy, man. You know, and they didn't want no one. Those kids didn't want no one telling them what to do.
Derek, let's put it this way: we could have Ed and a couple of guys could have gone up there and run the team. That's being honest. That team was that strong enough that we could have run ourselves. That's how strong we were.
The teams ran their own practice.
Really?
Oh man, when you guys coming back on?
Thursday night. We're going to talk about the
our schedule. Yeah, our schedule is Monday morning. It was at 9 in the morning Mondays, and I believe Thursday 9:30, Bo.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. So we're going morning Mondays and nighttime Thursdays. That's the new
man.
schedule.
They should just someone tag me or something like that, man. I like tagging in and just kind of. See, Thursday nights are good because you can talk about the upcoming game and matchups and things like that. So.
Yeah, we're all over the place. We discussed about basketball, whatever. We talked about everything.
Yeah, we talked about all of the football game today. Now we've just been bullshitting here. So.
All right, Cole.
All right, Cole. But Cole, I'm gonna text you Saturday.
Yeah, let me know.
I got you.
All right.
All right,
we gotta kick it. Yeah, all right. We gotta kick it with Cole Saturday, Bo.
Yeah, I know. We never tailgated with Cole before. Hey.
Real quick, shout out on the basketball side.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, Dewan. No, hold on. Dewan is going to be at All Canes on Friday night. Okay? Take a picture and sign an autograph for the fans.
Okay.
All right. Hey, but
I can't wait for basketball.
We got a couple minutes, Vic. Let's talk about that basketball team. Are you excited or what? Because I'm excited about this. I think we're going to the tournament again.
I think we'll go deep in the tourney. I'd like to think Sweet 16 or Elite 8.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, you're thinking better than me. I'm thinking second round. I'll be happy first.
No,
round.
I really like what Coach L has done. The guys that we've ended up getting basically have been fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got Roy with North Carolina. You got Coach K over at Duke.
Come on, let's be honest.
But
Coach L owns Roy. He owns.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Doubt about it.
Coach K,
but again,
50-50 with him. 50-50 with him.
What I'm trying to say is this: I challenge a lot of coaches in the ACC, okay, and let alone at least a good portion of the country, that you can end up coming across again against a good quality coach and teacher like Coach L. No joke.
No, we got to come up with a nickname for Chris Lights because he's a fucking beast. Pound for pound.
Chris Lights, I'm telling you, Chris Lights is. If he was even 6 foot, 6'1", he'd be unstoppable.
Agreed.
He's unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
He's still not as good as Larkin.
Oh no, hell no. Shane was much more athletically gifted at that size, no doubt about it.
I don't know athletically gifted. I just think like Larkin.
His vert.
But
Shane's
I will
vert
say
was
this.
like Shane's vert was 42.5 inches, man.
What's likes? He's like 5'5". He's getting up. You saw that thing he jumped over on Twitter? He got way up there.
I agree.
But
I agree.
Me and Tommy did have this discussion, and Tommy was right. Larkin had more talent around him. He did have more talent around him.
He did have more. He did have more talent around him than what Lights does. That's why I want to see what he does with this year. Because he's got some talent around him this year.
I'll say this: I know I've been hard on the Australian. I have been hard on him, like I've been hard on Bubba Baxa. But This guy is improving. This guy's improving. He's
He goes that way, bro.
He's
He
still
goes
on
that
that
way.
line.
Look, I'm excited. I'm excited, literally, in terms of when basketball starts. Okay, which is what, November? December? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Our first ACC game's like November 5th.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, man,
I don't like this new the way the ACC with this ACC network where they're starting the ACC play early this year.
Well, I think we're an attorney that's going to be at the AAA,
and we could play Florida in the second round of that tournament.
Correct. And then at the same time, I mean, come on, the more exciting part leading from basketball, baseball as well.
Man,
baseball, we're gonna fall out big time this year.
I'm thinking, man, if this football team could turn it around, we could have a three-headed monster here. We could.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm
Let me
telling
tell you, that women's team,
historically, when the basket, historically, when the baseball team is doing good, the football team's doing good.
I want to.
Hey,
I will
that
say this.
women's basketball teams could be good this year too.
Oh yes, it will.
I agree. No, they will.
I mean,
look, look at the team that Coach Katie puts out there every year.
Every year.
I mean, come on.
Even though they choked last year, they did choke, but I thought they were. They were going deep last year, and they couldn't inbound the damn ball. God.
I mean, the one thing I'll tell you guys, the one thing I'll tell you guys to do is this: is go out and support. And I mean, especially like the women. The women ended up hosting a regional. The last 2 years. You know, you can't. That in itself, man, you can't beat that. You cannot beat that.
You want to know how you know you're a true Hurricane fan? When you know Hurricane basketball. That's when you know you're not. That's when no one can call you a bandwagon fan. If you know Hurricane basketball. Go ahead.
I got one better. If you know Hurricanes tennis or volleyball, then you're a true Hurricane.
Oh man,
come on, big. I can't watch
look, you know who I'm going to have call in? You guys probably know him on Facebook. Terrence Sullivan.
Yeah, I know.
You guys know him?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. Terrence is up in Alabama. Okay, and Terrence, whenever he comes down here, okay, he'll end up making it a point to end up catching, either a tennis match or a volleyball match, along with the rest of the stuff.
Vic, I guess I'm not a real king. I'm not going to go watch no damn tennis, man. It's just not happening.
I understand that, but at the same time, look, guess what? It's part. Look, coming from an athletic booster, it's part of our overall program. And honestly, year by year, they do pretty damn good.
Why don't we get a damn softball team? Why don't we get us a softball team? Florida State and Florida got one. They're winning.
Funding, dude. That's exactly what it is.
Funding. We can't afford. Well, how many players they have on the team for them girls?
What I would want.
How about the hockey team? Hey, I watched the hockey team.
We do have a hockey team.
I know.
We have a hockey club.
I know. I watch them. So how about that? That's important. I support the hockey team.
And their games in fact, they just had their first match last Friday.
I'm going to get them on. I chatted with them last year. They said they want to come on Caneshades. I'm going to get them on one of these shows, man. They need some love over there, man.
We have, in my opinion, you have a steady group of people that end up backing up hockey year in, year out.
Don't they play? Don't they play in Homestead? Where do they play at?
No, they used to play at Kendall Ice Arena. Now they're up in Pines.
Oh, I remember Damien telling me they were close to his house. So, Damien, are you there?
Definitely.
Is Damien there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you going to go to a Hurricane hockey game this year?
If it was where it used to be, I would go. The Kendall Arena, but it's not there no more, I believe. But if it was Kendall, I'd go.
But look, I think it'd be great and exposure for you guys. Okay, I mean, tickets are cheap. They're $5.
Yeah.
You think they would let us do a live show from the hockey game? I would go.
Well, where are they at now? Vic, where's the hockey team now, Vic? Where's the hockey?
They're in Pines. It's Pines Arena.
If they hook me up with
where's that at?
I mean, I can hook you guys up with tickets. That's not even a problem.
I'm not worried about tickets.
I go to one. I'll tell you what. I'll go to one.
I want to do a live show during the game.
That's
the hockey game. Okay, we do that.
But we need some internet.
We could get it. We would go
live show during the hockey game. That'd be another step.
Like I said, I do
groundbreaker.
I have contacts that I can reach out to basically to find out if that's a possibility. I think it'd be great.
Oh, it would be great.
Okay,
that might.
I'm down to do that.
That might top going to the bar that night. No, I don't know.
Oh my God, that was a great day.
That was a great.
That was fun. Tommy, man, you missed out on a great show that night, man.
Oh man, Tommy, you missed it. Everybody was coming. We were out there by the road. I mean, it was just
Alonzo Heisman just walks by. Then you got a guy from the baseball team national championship there hanging out.
We had Kevin Brown out there. You had Eric Schnupp. You had Casey Jones. Yeah, you had Alonzo Highsmith out there. Great interviews. Great interviews overall. Great time.
Hey, what was the other guy from the '83 team? Remember, he had the ring on.
Steven Moser.
Yep, Mosier. Yeah, all those guys. Man, that was a great time, man. That was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great.
And it was fun. And then what was the name of that girl that she kept like hitting on Bubba?
Yeah, there was some girls out there. Yeah. There was like two of them.
Oh man, that was a memorable night. That was.
Yeah, it was fun. That was fun too.
That was fun. But hey, everybody, thanks for listening, and see you guys Thursday
night.
All right, Tommy. Since Vic's not here, man, you gotta end the show, bro.
By the way, where's Vic at?
Go ahead.
We got our Caneshades on.
We're out of here.